guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And as you're right here, and you're watching Gamer Nexus. And let's rumble! Okay, timing did not go right. Okay, let's do this. Okay, as you guys know, I'm still doing the Arkham quest. A toast to victory. Okay, alright. There are just few Archon, which, by the way, will be suck.
Good morning.
Not the reason, by the way.
Yep.
My schedule.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a take.
It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy.
Well, now that I've recovered from Alizar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
And Paimon bets they're all delicious.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up. So Paimon didn't open it. Alright, let's read it now. Oh, it's from Milu. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Cyano's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra. As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing. Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident people like you. Oh, you're embarrassing me.
I do need a lot of upgrading.
Have a look.
Oh, before you leave.
Okay, let me show you something, you guys. Okay, so I've been trying new things. So, yeah, I have 2 sets of Crimson Witch of Leaves, okay, and 2 of Gladiator Vinyl. Will be, okay, which is also nice. I just need to upgrade the artifacts a little bit. Everything is actually really good than before. Okay, so also I've been trying to have and let me show you. I have Heron Constellation at 2, and I did not even use. I just used the standard banner instead of this, and I still got her. Okay, I have enough for drawing it, but I'm not gonna do it. Why? Because I do not want her. But I want her, but I'm insane for nothing. And which I have a lot of pity for this. And at the same time, I did lose like 30 intertwined wishes. At which, by the way.
Good morning.
We feel much better. How about...
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
Well, from the looks of it, you seem...
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really.
Yeah.
The Alizar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everyone else started to recover too.
Okay.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
By the way, we have some good news. Cyno got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Huh? You mean he was already here?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
And you probably already know all about the celebration.
Celebration feast? No.
Huh? But didn't Milu say...
Perhaps. Or, alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Come to think of it, Cyno doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration. You and Kale are both Cyno's close friends. Why don't you come to the...
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh?
VIPs?
VIPs? Very important Paimons?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidia Forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies, and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidia Forest. When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
That sounds really exhausting.
Yeah.
There's
Super.
nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter.
Ah, right! We're here to request permission.
You've recovered well.
Yay!
Something to say.
Well, there won't be any
Okay.
problems if the feast starts at that time.
Mr. Zubair, I finished telling things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll...
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon.
We got your letters, so here we are!
You're
Yeah.
the best. The other guests haven't even replied yet.
Huh? Are we the only one?
Yeah, I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity, after all. You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
Consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost everybody has good taste. Because Paimon thinks everybody...
That's right. We all think Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For outlanders who have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Nonsense. It is not for us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
You guys are so funny.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered? If for
Okay.
some reason they didn't receive them.
Alright?
We can also check out how...
When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos, and Alhaitham was asked for Sino. We've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure as for Dunyarzad. I just hope she's feeling better.
Okay, got it. Let's go,
Yes!
Traveler.
Rumble! Okay.
How about
Okay,
the
yeah.
Adventurers Guild
Yes, please. It could be.
I think it's an amazing...
and Nilu will become even more...
I've heard that this.
Oh, should...
No.
You really think?
Okay, so we need to go. Hapa! Super cutscenes! Okay, this will have a lot of cutscenes, I guess.
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there.
Okay, so
Hey there, have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Dana. You should be able to find him there. But you're already the second group of people I've seen looking for him today.
Oh? Who else was looking for him?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible their relationship is. And now you two are here. Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
no,
Hey,
not at all.
we're strictly here on business.
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as interested in rumors about the sages as I am.
Rumors. Those are actual things. Oh, whoa. No. For a second, I thought I just off my phone. Turn off my power of my phone. No, my buttons, and I hate them.
Alhaitham
Alright.
should be around here somewhere, right?
Okay, I'm gonna disturb you and your husband for a while.
But it looks like he might not have time for us.
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the Academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find a physical book like this in Sumeru?
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen, I came back today only to hear that the sages have disappeared.
Oh, you sound surprised. I thought you would already know the inside story.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me. So just tell me what you know already.
Well, I almost became a sage.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Kasharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are you'll be appointed as a sage too.
Why do I feel like you don't really mean it?
Huh. What makes you say that? Why would you question my heartfelt sincerity?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me before.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you as well as I do would surely do the same.
Oh, see? This is why I hate discussing anything with you. Your ridiculous and arrogant attitude always gets in the way.
Am I the only one
It
who
seems
sees
that you
with
really
tension
can't stand
here?
my personality.
Ha! What was your first clue?
Well, then you might as well move out of my house.
Are you threatening me? Stooping to a new low, I see. Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself a mansion?
Don't get me started. I get angry just thinking about it.
So, what great building did our master architect work on this time?
Like I need to tell you. Keep your nose...
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru needed you most?
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you probably wouldn't understand. Which is truly unfortunate. I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the first thing about beauty and romance. Unlike a true... hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru needed me most?
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people came together to save Sumeru from a crisis.
Ha! And you...
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have all been overthrown.
Huh? What nonsense...
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage. Yours, though, on the other hand...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Okay, that was weird. Alright, I'll head up. A dendro version of Duluk.
Oh, it's you two. What's the matter?
We're running some errands for Nilu. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a
If she addressed the letter to all Hatham of the Academia, then the letter should have gone to my office. I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any...
Have you always been so busy with your...
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently, and the whole Academia was practically turned up.
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently they will spend the rest of their lives there.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the Academia...
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kind of strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again, the 6 great schools sounded pretty impressive too.
Yes, at least that's how they're supposed to sound. It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools, each representing one of the 6 different... Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans, attaching themselves to the 6 great schools, have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats in the Academia. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, And the leaders selected for the schools are the 6 great sages. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now?
Yes. Normally,
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in Sumeru.
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Academia. But I refused. I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before, I don't like being a leader.
Oh, alright.
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs.
By the way, who was that other person?
Do we look like friends?
Yeah. No, you look more than that. Okay.
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars. Which is exactly why he always has so many problems.
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of Sumeru.
Such is the work of the Academia Scribe.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our pledge...
Alright, I'll see you there.
Alright. Okay. I have not been this much. Okay, I do not want to have our story questions. Which I want to do with final story quest. Okay.
This is Port Orpheus. Now where could...
Oh dear.
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you?
Dinner, it's been so long since we've seen you.
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire life. I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it. That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Resignation? You mean you're quitting?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue to be our bodyguard.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady. When I took this job,
Why the hell?
I'd already decided that I'd quit as soon as you recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are
Okay.
you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
Okay.
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever. Are you bored already?
Oh my
No,
god.
if I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to
my
be a part of
God.
that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Okay.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the...
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the Academia?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and Alhaitham told me that now was a good time to find a job in the Academia, but only if I wanted to.
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as a scholar.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. Nathan probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some work in the academia.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super amazing.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. I prefer to be free to live however I choose. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds.
A lion has to return to the...
Okay.
I see you go, but
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not... Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn. But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long...
Huh? But wait a second. You make it sound like you're leaving now.
Well, no. Not yet, at least. I promised my lady...
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time?
oh, did Nilu write to us?
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she sent the letter.
Huh. It was probably sent to the inn that we're staying at. My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night. By the time we get back,
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning, so the old man on duty is also you.
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is always asleep.
I bet the letter's at the reception desk.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing Nilu...
Sorry to make you two come all the way.
It must be something important for Nilu to...
Yes! She said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be so...
Great! I'll be...
Count me in too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just show up looking like this?
Since it's being organized by Nilu, I don't think she'll be too picky about that.
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget.
Let's rumble.
Sure.
Hey, why the hell I always say that?
We'll see you there.
Hey, if you guys can actually hear
Do
it.
you know where Sino and Raman are?
Yeah,
The
okay.
General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace. Normally no one knows his whereabouts.
Okay.
But
But-
last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in Aru Village. As for Raman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he's... Don't mention it. You better get...
Come! Why the hell I do
It's been a
that?
while since we last visited Aru Village. Ah, there's Sino.
Oh, that's nice.
What brings you?
As I know. Okay. My jokes are really bad as
So now we're
Sinos.
out and about again.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Taina...
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost consciousness, right?
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical...
But why are you just standing here like a dead tree?
I'm meeting some people.
Oh,
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still at the usual place. But you know one of the people I'm meeting...
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Roman! And... Huh? Sataria?
Oh, you know me?
Oh, well...
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so guarded.
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine.
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I've decided to leave the academia.
What?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. Instead, you could say I've found a new identity. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relationship to knowledge either.
I can see what you're saying now.
What do you mean?
I plan to leave the academia and return to teach here in the desert.
Wow, so you want to become a teacher?
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from the desert. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration with me and hoped that I could...
Yes, It's my hope that the Eremites, that is the true meaning of education and the spreading of knowledge.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Ataria is more than welcome to come teach you. The stars have always guided Caravan.
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from?
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary action.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the Academia doesn't allow scholars to teach in the desert without permission. As you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control, and very few. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the Sataria, why haven't you gone home? Never forget that the desert
Can we
belongs
tell
to
her
you
what
lies
the hell
elsewhere.
actually happened?
Miss.
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back to my people. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academia. Lord Sino told me
Azar has received much needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been...
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert. My plan was able to go...
You're all doing so much for...
Aside from that, I also have some other business to discuss.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'm afraid we'd never be able to get our hand.
Apart from this, the Academia, we must be persistent about this, and maintain these resources.
This is the first. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. His wisdom is a miracle among the people. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers.
Enough about us. Are you here?
No, not at all. We're actually here. Nilu wanted to write to everyone. A celebration feast will be held. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating some... although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated. Paimon thought you would only start working for the Academia.
Celebration? It's the first I've heard of it.
Tainari was right. He really didn't know.
This feast is for you, Sino.
It's rare to see...
No, not really. But I'll go.
Well, I still have a lot to handle.
I'm afraid I will... The messages. I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. You and the... Please keep dancing. And...
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well. Oh,
Okay.
Sino, remember, party's in 2 days. Make sure you're there.
Got it.
Okay. Bye. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye, guys.